So I always talk about relationship equity. I've learned on my journey how important that was. Like, you spoke directly to me when you said, you know, I know you don't want to, like, I had to get out of, like, I'm not dealing with business with people. I don't want to do that. And I had this financial trauma. Bishop, I'll be real with you. I had this financial trauma that I have to consistently work on as I evolve, of saying, I don't want to go back broke. I don't want to be homeless again. I didn't grow up with my father, so I'm providing a life for my daughter that she's never had. And I realized that if I don't build those relationships and nurture those relationships, then I am one decision away from going back there.
You're absolutely right. And let me jump in and say something here. If you had not been through everything you've been through, you would not be you.
Yes, sir.
People who come from third world countries and come over here, they're focused because of what they left behind, because of the struggles they had. Struggles are an opportunity to make you. And a lot of that, I don't ever want to be broke again. I don't ever want to be homeless again. Notice, Greg, there were two angels sitting on top of the stone.
Come on.
If angels don't move alone, then why should men move alone? If Jesus picked out 12 men and he's Jesus, why don't we surround ourselves with people that contribute to the vision? And he didn't pick not one rabbi. We pick out people because they're friends of ours or because they're related to us, and that doesn't necessarily mean that they can contribute to the vision. It only complicates the decision when you only put people around you that are close to you. You lose objectivity when you have to correct, amend, or release them. You want to be in a position that you surround yourself with talent that doesn't have strings on it. Anyway, let me drop this on you. I'm so committed to getting it to people who need it that we've got a special code that I want the people that are listening to us to write down. If they register now and they use a promo code WSTrapper24, Wallstreet.
I got you.
WSTrapper24. They can buy one ticket and get one free, whether they are a general admission or whether they are VIP tickets. If they move now, they get the opportunity to do that. I'm trying to bring the goalposts closer to you, so that the people who need it the most can get it the most. So we're committed to that. Even if we don't make what we would like to make, even if we have to invest we're investing in you and bring the kind of people like yourself and others that are going to be coming together to be here. That's an investment in you. And so the only reason I got you paying anything at all is that anything that's totally free, people will sign up for and then not come. You got to put some skin in the game.
That's a fact.
You got to put some skin in the game, even if you got a spouse, because if you have experiences that your spouse can't relate to, when you come home, what do you talk about? You know, if you got a husband that's into football, you got to get into sports. If you got a husband that's an astronaut, you got to at least speak the language so that we talk about communication. You can't communicate with people if you don't speak the language. So learning the language of success may precede the success itself. We want to teach you the language. We want to teach you the process so that you won't be intimidated in the room, so that you will understand what is going on, so that you can take advantage of this. And I want you to bring somebody with you who's serious, not who's cute, who's serious. See, we always bring somebody who's cute for company. You want to bring somebody with you who's serious, somebody who's going to be taking notes, somebody who's going to be in one session while you're in the other, somebody who's going to be looking at the financial prospectus while somebody else is learning about marketing. We want to put you in an atmosphere so that when you do sit down to talk, you cross-pollinate. Let me tell you how we're going to market it. I got a plan. And you can market today like never before. Look at us talking right now. we didn't have these tools when I came along, that you could go live on Instagram and talk to somebody that's miles and miles away. We didn't have the ability to sell to Shark Tank, and they put you on Instagram, and now they're selling shirts and started out on Shark Tank. The possibilities are endless if we stop. We spend so much time scrolling for foolishness that we're not following people who feed us. That's why you come from New Orleans and come up to Dallas, because you're a feeder, and feeders have to be fed.
Every time.
The Bible says he gives seed to the sower and bread to the eater. And the only problem I got with you coming up to the Potter's house is if you don't stop by Dragon's and pick me up some smoked oysters before you come up next time.
Bishop,
I have an issue with you.
I got you next time. You got my word on it. I got you. You got my word on it, Bishop. You got my word on it. You got it. All I need to know is that's what you want. It's coming with me next time. I will say this for everybody who is on this live. If you just DM me the word, good soil, I will make sure I get that link to you to use that code. And if you're on my YouTube right now, Jose, let's drop the link, because we have 2,900 people on my show on YouTube right now live. We're going to drop the link to everybody in my community. Everybody on my community on YouTube, click the link, type in the word. Jose, you're going to drop it in there. Also, we're going to get my people on my team. We're going to drop the link inside of the chat as well. Use code WSTrapper24. Bishop, listen, there is nothing you cannot ask that I will not deliver. I am a student of learning. I am committed to just being better. And every time I come to the Potter's house, I will say that your team finds a way to find me. They find a way to find me, and they be like, we want you. I'm like, whenever when the time is right, I'm gonna meet him. And so I just want to just thank you for just putting this on for us, allowing my community to listen to you as you feed us tonight. Thank you for just being who you are. Thank you for being committed to seeing us grow from the neighborhoods. I know you just got, I want to say $9 million. Am I correct? I want to say the number wrong. For building out some real estate funds, right? Am I correct? From Wells Fargo? Am I right about that?
My foundation just gave away $9,700,000 that we gave it away to various entities in oppressed neighborhoods that were really doing the work. There's Sola down in South Central LA that's teaching young kids how to code and run computers and do technology in the middle of South Central LA. I was driving down there, I thought I was in a 1990s movie. And right in the middle of all of that is this utopia of intellectualism. In the middle of, we're closing food deserts, we're putting in grocery stores, getting rid of payday loans, building up these mixed income. Workforce housing can be the predominant factor of people that have an opportunity at upward mobility. Right now, in most cities, the people who work in our cities, our police officers, our nurses aides, our janitors, who can't afford to live in the city they work in. We got to do something about that. And so we're working on that in a partnership that is rated at $1 billion between Wells Fargo and the various entities that we do business with. And we just gave away almost $10 million. We're going to give away $500,000 in a pool to different people, not one person, but different people as startup capital if they do the fast pitch campaign. If they go to goodsoilforum.com/event, they can find out more about the event, the speakers, the seating, the whatever they need to find out, the hotels, whatever they need to prepare themselves to be able to really take advantage of this opportunity. But don't nothing against them all. I want you to take advantage of it. We're going to have hangout areas for people that are in tech, hangout areas for people that are in healthcare, hangout areas for people who are in beauty, skin care, hair care, where you can hang out with people who are doing what they do so that you can learn how. I go on and on about it because I'm excited about it.
I'm excited, Bishop.
Man, I can hardly take it.
I want to ask you a question, Bishop, before we go. I remember a while back, I still listen to Miles Monroe. I still listen to him so much. And I remember one sermon, I don't know if it was Keys to the Kingdom or it was a men's forum, and I saw you in there taking notes. I want to ask you how important, even as you were growing, because I'm a student of being mentored, and I always talk to my audience about get around people who have more knowledge than you, like you said, like we talked about, who've walked through the desert, who's now equipped to walk you through that. How is it on your journey? Because you were bishop, you weren't who you are now, but you were still bishop. How important is that grooming process from someone like that can teach you and help you evolve on a journey? Because I think that mentorship is us not making the unnecessary mistakes that speeds up the journey.
It's like my wife just had a knee replacement, but at least twice a week, she goes into a therapist, okay? The surgery is over, but the therapy comes when you are mentored on how to get your equilibrium back, how to get your focus back, how to wear heels again, how to go up and down stairs again. You get practical mentoring tools that help to make you better is extremely important. And you never outgrow needing a mentor. Your doctor has a doctor, because every time I can count to 10, every time I count to 10, I'm with a fresh number. But once I get to 10, I got to go back to 1 again. So now I'm at 11. When you get to the next level, you got to be a student again. And the reason I take notes is that the way my brain works, when I write it, I retain it. Are you like that too?
Listen, I preach that. Every book I read, I gotta write it.
It's different. But when you know how your brain works, I don't want to be in a room where there's good seed and good soil, and then let a poor memory rob me of the experience. And I walk away talking about the food and the restaurants and who sounded the best. This is not about motivation. This is about stimulating information that causes you to be more functional. See, I didn't come to motivate you. I came to stimulate you to action so that you can maximize your potential. And by the way, if you take advantage of this buy one, get one free opportunity, you're traveling with somebody who's thinking like you, who's talking like you, who's exchanging information. While you went to one class, they went to another class. While they pursued getting their credit straight, the other one pursued access to capital and investments. While they went over here and learned about marketing, you came over here and learned about management. Guess what you're going to talk about all the way back home?
What you learned.
A study that was actually done in 2022, but they just released it in 2024. We went from a third of African Americans investing in the market to now almost 40% investing in the market. That increase, it's actually 9% differential of increase, shows that there is a hunger out there for upward mobility, for stability. See, I'm sitting in my house right now, and my house is making money while I'm sitting in it, and so is yours. When you own it, it increases in value. There's more equity in the house, and the more equity you have in the house, you can get an equity loan from the house. You can get more money out of the house. You see, you got me started.
Come on, Bishop.
You got me started. You should have never got me started. You want to invest in appreciating assets, not depreciating assets. So depreciating assets while you're driving the car off the lot, the money's going down. If you drove it back on the lot and tried to get your money back, they take you over to a used car dealership. You wouldn't get what you have in and out. When you want to put the most effort, money, time, and energy into things that appreciate in value. If you put out the bread, the birds will come. And so we're dropping nuggets tonight. Some people will pass over it and say it's irrelevant. Other people will come right to that bread and say, that's exactly what I need to go to the next level. This is the best 2.5 days you will spend all year and may determine how the next 6 months turns out in your life.
Well, before we go, Bishop, I just want to thank you. I wrote something down. If you change your focus, you change your future. If you change your focus,
yes,
you change your future. And I think what we've done tonight, mostly you, because I have been here just learning and absorbing it. I think you've moved the needle, and we can help people change their focus. And the byproduct of that is them changing their future. So Good Soil, DM me the word Good Soil. Bishop has blessed us with buy one, get one free if you use the code WSTTrapper24. DM me the word Good Soil, or you can come right now, or you can click Bishop's link. For everybody on my YouTube, for the 2,900 people, we are dropping the link. I'm coming, and I definitely, Bishop, can't wait to get there. And so we can be the birds that's eating off the bread that you putting out there for us, Bishop. Thank you for tonight. We appreciate you so much. This was such an honor to me, such an honor for my community, Bishop. And we will be at Good Soil because we will fertilize our futures with you. Thank you, Bishop.